Yeah, no, this is a real issue. And I think Diddy's lawyers are right when you're talking about somebody who's not, supposed to not be able to be accessed in this way.
And that's super scary. If he, in fact, woke up with a knife to his throat, I mean, that's freaking terrible.
They once worked together a long time ago. They're not friends now. They don't like each other. And yeah, 50 has taken every shot, especially when Diddy has been.
What if the queen of daytime television, the woman who built an empire on empowerment and truth, is actually Hollywood's most ruthless puppet master, allegedly crushing black stars while hiding horrifying secrets inside her elite South African school? And now 50 Cent, the same man linked to the explosive Netflix expose that shook Diddy, is openly pointing the finger at Oprah, claiming her corruption runs even deeper than the disgraced mogul. This is no longer about rumors or quiet whispers. This is a wave of allegations so dark and so widespread that if even part of it proves true, it could completely rewrite Hollywood history. And it is all happening right now. It all begins just weeks after the Netflix documentary Sean Combs' The Reckoning dropped, exposing alleged crimes through leaked footage, juror accounts, and a brutal breakdown led by 50 Cent. Insiders now claim the same powerful forces are shifting their focus toward Oprah, with sources close to the rapper turned producer saying her alleged playbook mirrors Diddy's in one terrifying way: control not just over stories, not just over careers, but over lives. And the most disturbing accusations are not coming from random internet voices. They are coming from former insiders, people who worked within her empire, who say the inspirational public image is a carefully manufactured illusion. One former associate, speaking anonymously, put it chillingly: she does not build kings, she breaks them, and if you cross her, you disappear.
On a documentary, I think a lot of people thought that he was just joking around. It turns out he's not. So this is actually a real project that's being made under his G-Unit move.
Now let us talk about the pattern, because we have seen this story before: the way powerful figures in entertainment allegedly silence dissent, manipulate public perception, and weaponize their influence. But this is Oprah, a woman who survived abuse, who spoke for victims, who built a school to protect young women. And that is exactly why these claims feel so explosive, because the accusations are no longer just about professional betrayal. They point towards something far darker, and it begins with her connection to the very predators she was supposed to stand against. Remember Harvey Weinstein? The downfall that triggered a global awakening certainly does, because back in 2018 the singer made a blistering statement accusing Oprah of knowing about Weinstein's alleged behavior for years, yet choosing silence, remaining close and friendly until the scandal became impossible to escape.
So that's just competitive energy,
competitiveness.
You know?
All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with him
okay,
like that.
damn, all right. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Oh, I forgot. That is right. You had heard the rumors but had no idea he was allegedly seriously assaulting young star. Seal wrote, mocking her sudden outrage. And he was not alone. Rose McGowan, one of Weinstein's most vocal accusers, called Oprah as fake as they come, pointing to her past friendships with both Weinstein and Russell Simmons, another figure dogged by assault allegations. She is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. McGowan tweeted, so here is the question: if Oprah knew or even suspected what these men were doing, why did she wait until the world forced her hand? But that is just the beginning, because the Weinstein connections pale in comparison to what is allegedly happening at the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for girls in South Africa. When the school opened in 2007, it was hailed as a beacon of hope, a $40 million investment in the future of young women. But by 2008, the first scandals erupted. A dorm matron was accused of inappropriate behavior with students, though she was later acquitted. Oprah called the allegations crushing, vowing reforms, yet now insiders and online sleuths are digging up something far more sinister: rumors of missing students, not runaways, not transfers, girls who, according to unconfirmed but persistent claims, vanished without explanation, and whose families were allegedly pressured into silence. And then there is the whisper that is sending shock waves through conspiracy circles: alleged human remains found near the property. No official reports, no police confirmations, just leaks, deleted posts, and former staffers who will not go on record, but who tell the same chilling story: something is wrong at that school. Now let us connect the dots, because this is not just about Oprah's alleged ties to predators or the dark clouds over her school. It is about a pattern of behavior that, if true, suggests she is not just complicit, she is the architect. Take her feud with 50 Cent. It started years ago when Oprah refused to book him on her show, calling his lyrics misogynistic. 50 did not just take it lying down, he named his dog after her. He mocked her audience, and in his new book Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, he doubled down, accusing her of hypocrisy. She was completely against everything that was in my music, so I just said, okay, if we cannot be friends, then at least let us be enemies. But here is where it gets interesting, because 50 is not just some rapper with a grudge anymore.
every time she made a mention to hip hop culture, it was something that was wrong with it. And it was something that was on my CD that was the largest debut in hip.
He is the same man who just helped Netflix dismantle Diddy's empire with the Reckoning docu series, so damaging that Diddy's own lawyers are reportedly scrambling to contain the fallout, and now sources claim 50 Cent is turning that same investigative pressure toward Oprah, because according to insiders her alleged playbook is not just similar to Diddy's but even worse, where Diddy's downfall came from losing control of the narrative. Once footage leaked, Oprah is described as a master of perception. Someone who does not just spin stories but erases them entirely, and if the rumors surrounding her school hold even a fraction of truth, this goes far beyond career sabotage into allegations of cover-ups so severe they make Diddy's excesses look insignificant. And when abuse accusations first emerged at her school in 2007, Oprah did not simply react, she rebranded the crisis, firing staff, installing new leadership, and presenting it as a tragic but isolated incident. But former insiders now question whether it was ever isolated at all, suggesting the school may have been about more than education, with claims of girls being cut off from families, unexplained transfers with no records, and an atmosphere of fear that ensured silence from everyone involved.
That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
And now, with social media users digging up old forum posts and deleted Reddit threads, the questions are getting louder. Where are these girls, and what really happens behind those gates? Meanwhile, Oprah's public image remains untouchable. She is seen as the voice of moral authority, the woman who confronted Michael Jackson's accusers, who gave a platform to survivors and built a media empire on trust. But trust is only as strong as the secrets you keep, and right now those secrets are allegedly piling up, including the Yuandeo scandal, the Brazilian healer Oprah once called inspiring, who was later convicted of assaulting hundreds of women.
It's not a game. That's one of the most scariest experiences you could have in life.
There is also the way she allegedly blackballed Monique after the actress refused to promote Precious for free, a decision that nearly destroyed Monique's career. And then there is the quiet but persistent talk from Hollywood insiders who claim Oprah does not simply avoid controversy, she controls it. And now, with 50 Cent allegedly gathering evidence, with former staffers beginning to speak, and with the internet connecting dots that were once impossible to see, the pressure may finally be building. But here is what cannot be ignored: Oprah is not Diddy. She is smarter, she is more powerful, and she spent decades making sure no one could ever touch her. While Diddy's downfall began with leaked footage, jurors turning, and a documentary exposing his panic, Oprah has never been desperate. She has always been 10 steps ahead.
There's a lot of people, 50, I feel like he don't have to say nothing, but 50's crazy. He's been like this his whole life. When he's on the block, 50's coming.
So if 50 Cent believes he can take her down the same way he did others, he may be in for a serious shock, because Oprah does not just fight back, she rewrites the entire narrative. And that leads to the most terrifying question of all: if the rumors about her school are true, if girls really did disappear, if there really are remains hidden where no one is looking, then what else has been buried along the way? Because this story is no longer just about Oprah, it is about every powerful figure she allegedly protected, every scandal she quietly minimized, and every person who vanished after crossing her path.
I think he said that, right? He said it pushed him down some steps. Right. But sometimes I'll be like, 50, you on a whole nother level where you don't have to respond.
You don't have to respond to everything.
To certain people or say certain things, like Meech or Little Meech.
Right.
Or Ross or Dave Blunt's. Because these guys are not doing what you're doing. They're not going on tour. They can't even, some of these guys can't even, let's keep it real, can't make it to these.
We have all seen what happens when the queen of daytime television decides you are a threat, but we have never seen what happens when the threats start coming for her, because now the pieces are moving, the whispers are growing louder. And if 50 Cent's sources are accurate, we may be on the edge of a battle Hollywood has never experienced before, because this is not just a feud, and it is not just another scandal, it is a full reckoning. And if Oprah Winfrey is finally facing hers, the fallout will not only be explosive, it will be historic. But here is the truth about reckonings: they do not stop with the guilty, they consume everyone in their path. So as the storm builds, as documents allegedly leak, and as former allies begin to talk, the real question becomes who is next, and how far would Oprah be willing to go to keep her secrets buried? Because if the stories of vanishing girls are only the beginning, then the real horror is not what has already surfaced, but what remains hidden. And in Hollywood, power has always protected power, while those who challenge the throne often disappear. And when that throne belongs to Oprah Winfrey, the stakes are not just career-ending, they are allegedly life-altering.
When 50 jumped on the stage with Jay-Z, Diddy, T.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was fun. at the garden.
So what's going through your mind? He like 50 done lost his damn mind.
Crazy.
And if we follow the breadcrumbs, the pattern is not just disturbing, it reads like a blueprint, because while Oprah preaches empowerment on camera, insiders claim she is the one pulling strings behind the scenes to derail rising stars who threaten her influence, and the list of casualties reads like a who's who of black entertainment's brightest talents who suddenly found themselves blacklisted, sidelined, or worse, starting with Monique, the Oscar-winning comedian who was riding high after Precious A. Film Oprah executive produced until Monique refused to do free publicity for the movie. What happened next? A career freeze out so brutal Monique later described it as a modern-day lynching. Oprah's team denied involvement, but the timing was suspicious. Then there is Tyler Perry, who once called Oprah his big sister, until their relationship allegedly soured over creative control, with sources claiming Perry's projects suddenly faced unexpected hurdles, from distribution delays to whispered campaigns questioning his authenticity.